There is a farm in Kittery, hidden in plain sight, surrounded by homes and a school. The Kittery Land Trust has purchased this 30-acre oasis in order to protect and preserve it for the future, transforming it into a community hub, a center for local agriculture, outdoor education, family fun, and recreation. This is Nooney Farm.
It was actually more than 10 years ago that Jacquelyn Nooney first approached the Kittery Land Trust with her interest in protecting this farm. And I immediately thought, wow, this place is right across the street from the Shapley School. It has so much opportunity to produce food, to do education, to get kids outdoors. So it's been more than 10 years that we've been thinking about the potential for doing this conservation here.
With its deep, rich soils and gentle slopes, for much of the 1900s, this land was home to a dairy farm, which included a large wetland area and mature forest.
We have a south-facing slope, and then that field goes down to a wetland that sort of bisects the core of the land, and it's kind of hourglass shaped. There's a large piece that abuts 236, and then it narrows down to a very narrow neck, and there's the old farm bridge is still there where the farmers crossed over to the uplands, and then it widens out again towards Stevenson Road. And then you immediately go up to this upland of this mature forest of oaks and beech and maple with this beautiful open forest floor and old New England stone walls, boundary walls.
In the 1990s, Jacquelyn Nooney began stitching together the fields surrounding wetlands and woods bordered by Stevenson, Route 236 and Manson Road, just minutes from busy I-95.
This property is really close to her heart. She pieced it together over the years and wants to see it stay a nature preserve for the community to enjoy.
This community has always been about farming, about fishing, about working the land. That is the history of our community. And to have a farm like this where kids can come and learn to grow food and learn to cook and see how land can produce food for the school cafeteria and other people in the community, that is really part of what makes this community a rich and beautiful place to live.
As the pandemic created challenges for many in the Seacoast region during the spring of 2020, the Kittery Land Trust decided to put its vision into action, turning a small patch of farmland into a giving garden.
Everything was done here at the garden by the help of 48 volunteers. A lot of those volunteers were new people for the Land Trust to work with, so it just really attracted people that wanted to help in a different way and find a way to give back during a difficult time in our community.
The best thing about Kittery is that the community is strong, and it takes a whole community to build a program like this. It takes everybody to kind of chip in together and be able to fulfill such a strong program.
The conservation of this Nooney Farm is very different in so many ways because of the built infrastructure here. We have hoop houses and a barn and irrigated fields and water lines, gas lines. We don't have any other properties that have this kind of built infrastructure. Now, it's going to be a big responsibility to take care of these places, and that is why we have to raise a lot of money that will help us going forward to have the capital to do what needs to be done to keep this place in shape. The upside of having all of this infrastructure is that we have tremendous opportunities to have events and classes and concerts and cooking demonstrations and farm-to-table dinners and so many other ways that we can use this property. What's really unique about this conservation project is that we're really putting people at the heart of why we're doing this work here.
The Kittery Land Trust has a big vision for Nooney Farm, to create a hub for learning, growing healthy food, for being outdoors and active, for bringing together people of all ages. With your help, Nooney Farm will become a shining example of how together we can save land and build community.